Miss me. Um, Welcome to Scrake 101, because apparently people have issues going against Scrakes. So I'm here to bring this video because it's come to my attention that a lot of people, for some reason, really don't know how to deal with Scrakes. I've seen a lot of people, whether it's field medics, support, commando, berserker, doesn't matter. They all die to Scrakes because they don't know the proper way of handling them. Um, and I'm here to show you a way to handle them by yourself, but at the same time, I want to give some tips as a team. First things first, for team, you need a field medic, a support, and you gotta choose between a berserker and commando. The thing about that setup is depending how many people you have. So let's say you're alone. The thing about the Scrake is depending how many people are in the game with you, his health will be a lot more. There'll be a lot more health, give or take, depending on how many people have. Let's say you have three people, he's going to have, like, I don't know, half the health that he would have if there's six people, you know. So it's easier for the three people to kill a Scrake. The Scrakes do not get health boosts as you go into different difficulties. They're the same health. It just depends how many people you have. If you have six, you have a max health Scrake, and you have to have all six people around that Scrake in order to kill it. Depending, of course, the skill setting and stuff like that. You could still be a low level and still help out the team, but it just depends on what difficulty. The difficulty I'm on now is hard, so that way I have a better chance of showing you that it works on any difficulty. I do normal and hard, but right now hard is what I've been doing against the Scrakes and stuff. So this is going to be a showing on how to handle them by yourself, but I'm going to once again repeat for the team and stuff. So when you're with the team, you have to make sure you know what you guys want to do. You can't just rely by yourself to handle a Scrake. You need the help of your team in order to have something. The medics can help. The supports easily can help. Supports are bar none the best to go against the Scrags, because if they have the AA-12, they can put so much damage into him. And you can also have the Commander or Berserker. So between the Commander and Berserker, it's up to you, depending on the team you have. If you have more, let's say you have you as a medic, then you have another two supports, and then you have a Commando. What you can do is you have the supports getting ready to kill the Scrake, and if the commando is a high enough level, he can see how much health the Scrake has, so he can tell you he's almost dead, or no, you still got to put more shots into him, and the medic can stay back to not only heal the supports, but he can also be there to make sure that make sure that he controls there as well. He can heal the team, or he can also put some rounds into them to make it more effective. Or if you have a berserker, let's say you have a berserker, you have a field medic, two supports, and berserker. What you can do is you have the berserker go in, and if he's a good berserker, he'll parry the move and stun him a bit, and that'll allow the supports to put more shots into him, and the medic can just heal the berserker as well as even the supports if the Scrake hits the supports. And those are some ways of handling as a team. Big things I want to say is, if you see a Scrake, nobody panic. I don't know what it is about people, but they just start throwing and chucking grenades. And the thing about the Scrakes is, it doesn't matter how much damage you inflict on him, whoever the closest is, he will run after. So let's say you think it's a smart idea to just get the Scrake's attention, but a teammate is right next to him. If you piss him off, he's going to go for your teammate, and your teammate's going to be really mad that you throw those grenades. I've had this happen a lot. I know a friend, he's constantly been on the back end of Scrake attacks because people keep throwing grenades, especially when the Scrake is near him and he dies. So it's a bit of a pain. But let me unpause this so I can show you how to handle a Scrake by yourself. Come here, puppy. You see? This is how you take care of Scrakes when it comes to, you just learn to juke them. Now this is when they're not. This is when they're. See, the thing about hard is you cannot tell what they are going to plan on doing. When you're in the hard difficulties, their stances change. As you can see, they can do any different stance. See, like that. They can do that. Oh God, that was. So when you're in the higher difficulty settings, you have to learn that they change their style. Sometimes they'll do left or they'll do right, and you have to take a guess as to which one they're going to most likely do. But that's the way you can dodge Scrakes by yourself, so that way you can last a little longer. And yes, obviously you can shoot him, but I'm not shooting him now, just to show you, a way of handling him. Another big thing that I've noticed is medics. Medics, and I also want to point this, I'm going to do another video on medics, but I want to point this out. Medics throw their grenades as Scrakes, and I don't know if it's because they think it's going to help for the Berserker, which is nice. It's fine. You can throw a grenade so that way you can get all the supports in there, and this or the Berserker, so that way they can stay alive and not die to Scrakes. But let's say you're in a situation where you throw the grenade and there's no one near it, and that's going to injure the Scrake, thus causing him to lose his health. And the more health he loses, the more likely he is to get angry. And when the Scrake gets pissed, he will charge at whoever's near him. So let's say you do that, he'll charge maybe after you, which you shouldn't do. Or maybe he'll go after your teammates. So medics, please make sure you know when to place your grenades and not tick off the Scrake. Make sure you help your teammates, heal them, and not do anything stupid like that. Because I've seen this a lot. I've done that before too, but at the same time, I haven't done it as much as other medics. So, and I'll show that after this. So that's things you gotta keep in mind with Scrakes is realize how much health they have left until they get angry, know how to evade them, and know how to kill them as a team. But right now, this is just for in case if you're ever alone and you need to figure out how to deal with Scrakes. The biggest thing that if you notice on this round is I killed everything else before I pissed off the Scrake, so that way the only thing that's left is just the Scrake. Also another thing, if you see more than 3 Scrakes, take one out each time. Do not engage 3 of them. If you think you're going to survive against 3 running Scrakes, you are sorely mistaken. You will just be bitch slapped out of the way by a chainsaw. Okay? So, I'm a level 22 field medic, so one thing I can do here is I can poison him.
Psycho Butcher!
If you see my darts, those darts are poisoning him. It's also confusing him. It's causing him to lose health. So that way he, I'm getting him closer and closer to getting angry. Now remember when I said about the nades? Well, when you throw the nades, it also hurts him, and it's more likely to get him pissed off. So let's see.
Too toxic for your
Oh, here he comes. Watch. Whoops. Yeah, by the way. Oh God, here we go. There we go, right there. By the way, I want to make you guys realize. Closer to death. See, if you notice, he's changing his stance. Yep, there we go. Alright, so if you notice there, he changed his stances a lot in the harder difficulty. You gotta know which way he's gonna go. Is he gonna go left or is he going right? I know it's hard to read, but sometimes you'll get the pattern once you practice against them, and you'll be able to figure out. And obviously you notice I wasn't shooting at him a lot. It's because I wanted to demonstrate. But when you see him, going that way into that motion, you gotta know, is he gonna do a circle move, which is gonna hit left, so you want to go right, or is he gonna do a move where he hits on the left and you gotta, I think I just said left again, when he hits on the right and you need to go to the left, so you just gotta figure out these moves. Also a big thing, if he hits you just once, it's okay. Do not panic if he hits you once. If he hits you twice, that's when you need to panic, because that's where he's doing the most damage. He's taking away all your health as well as your armor. Once you lose armor, it is more likely for you to die getting hit twice. But it's also better, obviously. So the best way to look at it is it's better to just get hit once by him than twice. It's okay. Don't panic if he hits you once. you still have a lot of health and armor left, and hopefully you can kill him before he has a chance. Another thing to consider, this is on hard though, so I assume as the you go higher, like as you go to suicidal and hell on earth, you're most likely to experience a huge health loss from him swiping because that's how it is on those modes. The health doesn't change though. Their health is the same. You can still kill them easily. It's just a matter of you have to now be careful of getting hit by them. Otherwise, you lose more health than they do. So those are some things to consider. I know this. I'm a medic. I know I'm a high rank medic, but I have been able to kill Scrakes before as a lower end medic. It's possible. You just gotta learn how to deal with them. So that's the biggest things I can say on how to handle Scrakes. And as for anything else you need to consider with Scrakes, it's mostly just don't piss them off. If you're by yourself, if you have like three or more Scrakes, do not piss them off. If you're by himself, just go one at a time and then take care of them as best as you can. And also heal yourself, obviously, when you get rid of one, so that way you make sure you're at max health so you don't die quicker. Um, if you're with a team, please consider your class and know what you're good for. Field medics, heal your teammates, make sure they don't die to Scrakes. Supports, destroy the Scrake's face off with that shotgun. Berserkers, do your best to parry against the Scrake's attack so you can make sure the team shoots at him. And Commandos, help out by either saying how much health the Scrake has or shoot him from a distance so that way you don't die easy because even though you Commandos have good weapons, they still are more likely to die to Scrakes than well, also Berserkers too, but it's mostly support and field medics that can handle against Scrakes pretty well. So those are the best tips I can give as of right now. If you have any more questions, just feel free to comment below on the video and etc. etc. Okay? Have a good day and bye.